I am a strong advocate of positive peace, good governance, freedom of information, access to information, free press, freedom of speech and expression, social justice, and inclusion. As a youth advocate who loves to see social reforms in the society, I used my social media tools and personalized blog to write compelling stories on national and international issues that shapes and transform people's life and impacts the larger society through information and knowledge sharing for knowledge transfer for lifelong learning. I engaged in community service and volunteerism, community outreach, social mobilization, and advocacy tours to hard to reach local communities in Nigeria, propagating the message of peace and peaceful coexistence with diverse people and communities in Nigeria. Children and young people, thematic areas of focus includes peace education and peace building, human rights and social justice, climate change, gender issues, mental health, education for the internally displaced persons, WASH. WASH means water, sanitation and hygiene, innovation and technology, youth development, environment and sustainability, ocean and marine life. Children and young people living for peace mission statement is to mentor and raise young social change makers at local communities in Nigeria and across Africa. Spark the spirit of volunteerism that will drive Africa's self-sufficiency and sustainability. Our vision statement is to create veritable platforms of engagement of young people, by young people, and for young people through small local actions that spark big changes in our communities in Nigeria and across Africa. We use community dialogues and engagements, focus group discussions, and town hall meetings, online community engagements, community building workshops, research and surveys, petitions for systematic change, advocacy, information, education and communication materials, sports, music and creative arts, independent reports and assessments. To those we do this for are adolescents, single mothers, children disconnected from families, out of school children, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers, trafficked children living with disabilities, young people and youths attending schools, children associated with armed forces / groups, youth in sports, business and politics. Children and young people works primarily in serving vulnerable communities of children, youths, widows, elderly persons, people living with disabilities, and women in unserved, underserved, underrepresented, disadvantaged, and marginalized local communities in Nigeria. Children and young people works in defending the rights of people, vulnerable populations in Nigeria. We engage them meaningfully with the poor of the poorest in the society, that is youth and women, through entrepreneurial skills, training and developments to eradicate poverty and hunger, reduce inequalities among the vulnerable groups to achieve the United Nations global goals, which are SDG 1, SDG 2, and also SDG 3, SDG 4 and 5 by 2030 in Nigeria. We upskill them with vocational skills for sustainable livelihoods to create green jobs and decent work and employment, which is SDG 8. In the course of our work, we face a lot of challenges in our professional field, and these challenges is mostly funding. As a responsible organization, we adopt several approaches and strategies to scale through these challenges by partnering with corporate organizations through the corporate social responsibility units to partner and carry out social impact programs and projects in various communities in Nigeria. Thank you very much. So I'm open for questions so that I can answer each and every one of us. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we hear you well. Thank you very much, everyone, and thank you for covering the very interesting and at the same time difficult to solve problems like disabilities, yet integration of children with disabilities, and at the same time covering all human changes, because I guess in children age and in the age of young people is very difficult to struggle, very difficult to be conscious about what's going on. And I really like your unique approach of performances, theater, dances, and songs. It's a way to struggle and it's a way to come up with all these difficulties. And thank you very much. It was nice presentation, and I really appreciate what you do to children and young people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.